Yes, welcome back to the channel guys, bradamckinnon here. Today we're going to talk about using a hook and trowel and your knives and how I go about it. First of all, load the hawk up, give it a wiggle, let it all settle down there, let the compound sort of flatten out. If it's just up high it's going to run off, but flattened out it's going to stick, it's not going to fall off. This mix is quite wet, quite runny. And I'll just show you here that using a trowel, you don't need to load it up. It's just a gentle push on it. You can almost keep the hook flat. And see there, it's not going to run off. As soon as you load it up with heaps, that's when you'll have problems. So just a push either side, it's going to stick. Not too much compound. You can see here, if you need to load up, you've got to tilt the hawk up and almost have your trowel flat and use the hawk to spread the compound onto the trowel. But generally that's just for sort of cleaning up your hawk. You're not often going to put that much compound on at once, so there we go again, just a gentle push just to get the compound on there. It's not going to fall off, it's going to stick. Even sort of that amount there, you sort of need to start tilting the hawk up, because we've wiggled the hawk and it's flattened out, it's going to stay there. So similar thing with the knife, I'm just going to push down and it's going to stick to the knife. We want to clean up the hawk, we can just sort of pull it over, or we can sort of scoop it round like we're doing there and just wipe it back on itself. Again, wiggle the hawk, get it to settle down, and we're just sort of pulling the compound off the hawk. Yeah, that's about it really. I'll show you here how I clean up my tools. Always like to keep the bucket compound off the edges so it doesn't dry up in the bucket there. And you can clean up your tools in water. Generally, just to clean them up with your knives, you're sort of going to push away from yourself, push away from your hands. Just eliminates that risk of the knife sliding off and cutting your hand, because these tools can get quite sharp. And again, cleaning up a trowel, just sort of push away and just make sure that knife is on the trowel before you start sort of scraping. And then we're just going to gather everything at the end, a little bit of compound on there, and just wipe it off and sort of wipe it into a little ball and get it right on the edge of the knife, and you can flick it off, easy as that. And same thing here, pushing away from your hands at all times, and then we're just going to wipe it onto the knife, just get it into a little ball right on the edge, and then you can just sort of whip it into the bin. That's how I go about using my hook and trowel. Hope you enjoyed that one guys. See you on the next one.